Hey everybody, I'm Dave Briggs, joined by former Pro Bowl defensive back Brandon Flowers, Kansas City Chiefs and San Diego Chargers, talking a bit about Tom Brady. Much like me, a 43-year-old father of three, completely unlike me, dude is slinging it in the NFL. 5 touchdown passes Sunday in a win over the Chargers. He threw them to 5 different receivers. He's the oldest player ever to throw 5 in one game. 10 different Bucs caught passes. Brandon, it's incredible he's doing this without arguably his best receiver, Chris Godwin, who's injured, and without Leonard Fournette even in the lineup. I think this puts Brady and the Bucs right there in the conversation, either 3 or 4 teams that have a chance to go to the Super Bowl, maybe not beat the Chiefs, but go to a Super Bowl, which would make Tom Brady the only quarterback ever to play a Super Bowl at home because Tampa Bay hosts it this season. I say it's Green Bay, Seattle, Tampa, and maybe New Orleans. Am I going too far? Can you see Brady in Tampa in the Super Bowl?
I definitely think you're going a little bit too far. It's not because of Brady. It's more because of this defense. This secondary is allowing too many big plays, and it's almost stopping Tom Brady from getting victories that he should get. A rookie on the road shouldn't be able to beat Tom Brady in his house, and it almost happened because the defense couldn't get any stops. I mean, this team believes in Tom Brady. When he comes to the sideline and tells the defense, hey, we just need one stop to get us going. I know we're down 17, but believe me, we can get it going. That's what he has going for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. This team is believing in him. So he has a chance maybe to get to a wild card, but contending for a Super Bowl, I think that's a little bit too far-fetched.
I think you get Godwin back, you get Fournette back. Yes, the back end of that defense is problematic. You had practice squad wide receivers beating them on the back end, but the front 7 is solid and more weapons than Brady's ever been surrounded with. But got to clean a few things up. 2 pick sixes this year, 4 in the last 6 games. And the real problem, I think, with this Tampa Bay offense is Gronkowski is not a factor. He had 1 catch Sunday. He has 9 on the season on just 14 targets, no touchdowns. O.J. Howard looks like he's done with an Achilles injury, which is a heartbreaker for them. How important is it to get Gronk back in the flow, and why is he an afterthought? You'd think the chemistry was already there between those two. Is he cooked? Is he old?
Gronk definitely has to get going. I know he jokes sometimes to try to get all the pressure off of his back, saying, hey, I came in to be a blocking tight end. I knew I wasn't going to be the guy from, New England catching these big plays down the field. But no, that's what Tom Brady expected of Gronk coming in. That's what Bruce Arians wanted. At worst, you was expecting Gronk to pick up the 3rd and 6s, the 3rd and 7s, just to know where to get at on the field and be at that spot for Brady to keep the chains moving. But you're talking about Gronkowski coming in after being off for a year. This isn't a guy that's like a Terrell Owens who's going to stay in the gym and train every day. Gronk was on a party tour. He was partying left and right. He missed the game. He loved the game. It was in his heart, but his body wasn't ready to just be acclimated with the speed of the game and how physical the game is now. Hopefully he can get it going by mid-season and his body can get that second win. But just right now, he just looks out of shape. He doesn't look like he have that quick twitch that he been had. So it'd be interesting to see if he can pick it up because they would need him definitely in the clutch going to the latter part of the season.
Yeah, they do have Cameron Brate, but they're going to need Gronkowski. They're going to need that red zone target in particular, although a lot of chemistry with Scotty Miller and Tom Brady, which has been an interesting headline for them. I'm just really curious about the comments from Bruce Arians. You mentioned the 17-point comeback against the Chargers. Mind you, a quarterback who was 21 years, Tom Brady's junior. Arians said after the game, if this were last year, we'd have had our asses beat by 20. Was that just a shot at the leadership qualities of Jameis Winston, or just complimenting TB12?
It's just complimenting Tom Brady. I've been in a locker room where you have a quarterback when you go down 10, you literally look at your defense and say, hey, if we don't score, we are not winning this game because we just don't feel that confident in our offense. But when I did get an Alex Smith, or even when I did play with a Phillip Rivers, you never felt like you're out of the game. So it definitely matters who you have behind the center. And that's why I said the Bucs have a chance to make a run to the playoffs. But all Tom Brady runs in New England, he always had a great defense to get key stops and complement his side of the football. So I'm interested to see how this turns out.
I would probably take Seattle or Green Bay, but I will put Tom Brady and the Bucs for the conversation for hosting the Super Bowl, first team ever to do so in Tampa. I'll see you there in February, Flowers, and I'll collect perhaps a little wager on that. Thanks, brother.
We could definitely set that up, Dave. I'm looking forward to it.